Fortnite Battle Royale has risen to one of the most played video games in a very short period of time. It has what every multiplayer gamer desires: a developer that listens to the consumer and puts feedback back into the game. Patches and updates roll out extremely often with new guns, equipment, and ways to play. So this is the perfect opportunity to relive the glory days of PS2 era split screen. The community requests and Epic Games responds. The community requests for nerfs, they get nerfs. The community requests for new guns and skins, Epic gives them more guns and skins. It's time the community moves on from these small improvements and goes on to request something big, like split screen. Most game companies claim to not include split screen because 60 frames per second is not possible while on split screen. But there is a way around this. Games like Mario Kart and ARMS had 60 frames per second with a single player and 30 when taken to split screen. When game companies try to make the argument that split screen isn't important anymore because everyone is online, simply is not true. Just look at a game like Halo 5. Even though the publisher tried to sweep the fact that there is no split screen under the rug and downplay the problem, the public backlash is so great that all future Halo games will have split screen at 30 frames per second. On a large AAA game like Halo it's possible, and it's possible on Fortnite. That's the big point of this whole essay. Split screen Fortnite is possible and can be done with community support. The trend in the video game industry is to look at something that is popular and then milk it dry like a prized heifer. Surely, the industry will take note that Fortnite is becoming even more popular because it is the best split screen experience and will be able to top the most played charts for many months to come. Other developers will try to emulate the same cooperative experience. This includes Overwatch. Overwatch is cartoony and arcadey fun. It looks and feels like it should include split screen, but when it was released, the topic of split screen didn't even come up because gamers have grown so accustomed to not having it, but this is wrong. Gamers should unite and demand the same thing, especially considering all we would have to trade to have it is half the smoothness of a game that already plays like a hot knife through butter on full screen and could probably play like a hot knife through butter on split screen. Even Battlefield has adopted the much loved Fortnite sales model, having all DLC for its upcoming Battlefield 5 free of charge. The excuse that game publishers attempt to make is that it would make the game operate below their standards. This means that things like textures and graphics take a hit. But the reason for not including split screen is not just a decision to maintain a good play experience. The biggest reason is for profit. Companies want to encourage online play to integrate every player into an online ecosystem where they are more likely to spend money on in-game items. In addition, split screen requires just one copy. This does not make game companies very happy. They would rather you have to buy two copies to be able to play with friends. Microsoft and PlayStation have game sharing, so it encourages households to buy more than one system for the house, and then families only need to buy one game. Gamers have been using this to their advantage by sharing games with their friends, but that just means that you can only play that game with that one friend if your other friends don't have it because you can only share once. And there are video games that have split screen, but they are few and far between. Call of Duty will always have split screen, but it's not a quality team experience. Usually, when playing with a friend, the only thing that you say to the other person is call out where you got killed or complain about how your team is trash. Games like Mortal Kombat and the LEGO franchise would just be incomplete without Couch 2 player. But at the same time, those games are not massively popular like shooters such as Fortnite are. A victory here means victory elsewhere, so when you give feedback, be sure that split screen makes its way into your comment.